Okay, Jedi Order.
But yeah. Yoda confirming that the Jedi Order was fucked up, and it wasn't perfect. And it's like, well, yeah, of course. If it were perfect, then we wouldn't have a fucking story. But beyond that, in Disney, Luke finds the sacred Jedi texts. Why are they texts? They're not holocrons. And goes like, well, this is all shit. Let's burn it all down. As opposed to Luke in Legends, who goes, wow, this is all shit. Let's fix it. Really enjoying that message that Disney's given out. What the fuck is that?
Spitter.
Quick, Paul, catch it. Throw it back.
What do you think this is? Assassin's Creed?
Yes.
Besides, he missed me.
Yeah, twice. Was there anything else I wanted to say? I mean, I could go into how I really despise the relationship thing that they allow.
Yeah, I don't think I can catch that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
You might as well, Joe. You kind of already slightly covered my point. Well, I guess I'll cover mine and then we can come back to your relationship thing.
Okay.
My issue with the Star Wars was I would have liked to have seen them do a little more with like the failures of the past. Because I mean, there was a little bit of it, like, you know, the whole Jedi and Luke being like, you know what, fine, I'll train you, but I'm not going to train you to be a Jedi because the Jedi had their chance and they failed. And I was trained like a Jedi and I still failed, so clearly it's not working. We gotta find a new path. I would have liked to have seen a little more of that, but also like, because, I mean, they had to bring the rebellion back.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That kind of ties into my issue, is that nothing's allowed to move. Like, we can't have a new enemy, it has to be the Empire again. We can't have new good guys, it has to be the Rebellion again. We have to be rebelling or resisting a thing that is supposed to be much smaller than the force that we were just fighting.
Was there ever like some kind of explanation for why the New Republic didn't do anything about the First Order?
Not really. Are you dead? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I think part of it might be that it's the whole trying to appeal to fans without actually appealing to them. Because the First Order, let's be completely honest, the First Order is the Imperial Remnant. It's what the Imperial Remnant was in the Legend stuff.
A very bad version of the Remnant.
Yeah. But the thing is that
basically, it's actually, I'm sorry, I have to disagree slightly. I would say it's almost more it's not the Empire of the Hand, it's, oh shoot, because I know, like, in Legends...
Really get ambitious, don't you think, Russ?
Oh, they're talking again. Should I just keep going?
Yeah, keep going. They're just talking about Gordon Freeman.
I'm willing to bet he can do
Okay.
it
again.
This time you won't have to do it alone.
Yeah, in Legends,
Legends,
there's like the whole Imperial Legends thing, or Imperial Remnant thing, and they're fighting amongst each other, and then like all of a sudden they just kind of go away, and the New Republic is like, oh, I wonder what the fuck happened, where'd all they go? And then all of a sudden, bam, like a whole new empire storms in and just starts running rampant from the core outwards. And it turns out Palpatine's back, and he's basically force controlling like the Empire at this point.
Excuse me, sir. You have a very hard head.
I like how he was just casually conversing as you were shooting him in the head, or one of them was. But yeah, so like Palpatine rolls back in, he's like, surprise suckers, I'm not dead.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And like I said, I think it's like implied that he's, if he's not force controlling the whole thing, then he's able to like force control like an entire army during like critical battles and stuff.
Yeah,
and that's a part of how they're
don't
running.
Don't they tie that into the like whole battle trance thing that was like a plot point
battle
in
meditation is an
Knights of the
actual ability.
Republic?
Yeah, but I think
Vassal
like
of Sean.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! You're gonna come to life. I can tell.
It's that, but I think it's like on a whole extra level because he's, you know,
Because he's evil.
He's basically an evil god at like kind of this point in the story, which is fair. They needed to make him more dangerous for the comeback. But yeah, I would argue.
You're talking about when they get the World Devastators, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, you have them. Okay.
The World Devastators are basically huge factories that
Eat
destroy
worlds.
planets.
I thought the World Devastators were from before, or am I thinking of something else?
They
World
may have been like
Devastators
a.
Are from Legends.
Well, I mean, they're
Yeah,
from Legends, but I
really
thought
the
that they
Dark
were from before the Empire fell. Like they built one, and that one went rogue or something.
No,
No.
they're. I don't remember exactly when they come in. If they're not from the first the main rebellion war, which I think they would come in toward. Okay, Joe's looking up. Whatever. But anyways, there's like the Imperial Remnant, and then Palpatine comes back. And I would say that the First Order is at least in the way it's used and stuff. I feel like it's more analogous to that
Gordon Freeman in there.
rather than like the Imperial Remnant itself, because as far as I'm aware, like story-wise, the First Order is built out of Imperial Remnant.
I'll get there before it
That's
I can
it's
agree
not
with
like it. I don't think they actually explain ever where the First Order comes from.
that. They don't.
They just appear.
It's going. Yeah.
The big thing I remember is like the Empire's losing horribly. They're trying to fight back, and then the Imperial Remnant basically fully collapses after the Battle of Jakku when they lose, I think, like most of their remaining capital ship force.
Yeah, it's
and
their
commanders.
version of. Is this supposed to be stuck in there?
Probably. I think you're supposed to.
Maybe
It's a
go.
puzzle.
Yeah, it's a puzzle thing. I'll come back to it later. But yeah, like Jakku is supposed to be their Pearl Harbor or Midway.
I would say it's more kind of their Battle of the Bulge. Or at least that's the impression I got from what little I understand about it.
Oh, we're doing this again.
Oh, great! Not this again.
Can you see where the bombs are? They're not on that side.
You may want to save before you fuck around with this too much.
You know, that would be a
Yeah.
good idea. Before I stick my head into where there are bombs. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a plan.
But yeah, that's...
Dark Empire. Okay.
Yeah.
Dark
The Dark
Empire
Empire.
was the comic that I remember the World Devastators from, and clone version of Palpatine, because that's actually clone Palpatine was not something
That's
that
not far enough
that
away.
worked.
Alyx,
Do you have an extra grenade?
I do. I was hoping to not have to use it.
Fair enough, because you could drop it from way up high.
Yeah. Don't worry, I have other plans. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. Clone Palpatine was not an original idea made by Disney.
But
And
in the movies, it's not clear that he's a clone. He's just
That's
back.
true.
And then they have the Snoke bodies that may or may not be implying that Snoke was a clone of Palpatine, but that's never
I
covered
thought-
either.
No, I
know
thought...
what the fuck
I thought
Snoke was
Palpatine...
supposed to be.
No, I thought... I was pretty sure that Snoke was supposed to be like a failed clone of Palpatine. Like the cloning process fucked up. Or something.
I mean,
and that's why he's
they
all
didn't-
weird and stuff.
I mean, to be honestly pragmatic, they never explained it, so I
I
can't
could
tell
have
you.
sworn Palpatine was like, yeah, you
He-
remember
he's-
Snoke.
He
He
says
was a failed me.
he says that he. Okay, the Emperor says that he was every voice inside of what's his face's head, Kylo Ren's head.
Kylo Ren said.
And when he does that, it goes through different voices, because it goes from the Emperor's voice to Snoke's voice to Vader's voice. But it's never made
Yeah.
clear what the relationship was between the Emperor and Snoke.
or what Snoke's purpose was beyond being supreme leader of the First Order, whatever the fuck. Not that we ever saw him do anything beyond die.
Yeah, and the other part of it is, like, Snoke is supposed to be, like, this big manipulator. Like, the whole thing is that supposedly Snoke was working underneath Leia's nose inside of the New Republic's thing.
Once again, another unoriginal idea from Disney, but we can go into that later.
Yes, but the thing is, we see, like, all the events take place after that, so we never actually see what makes Snoke so special.
Not in movie form, anyways. I guess a lot of it.
Fuck!
No!
Hey, it worked.
How did you survive that?
I don't know. Magic.
Blind luck.
Well, the resident's accessible now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that worked out well.
Hey.
Yeah.
Load your save. I think I know what we might supposed to have done.
Yeah, but that was more fun.
Why? It's done.
It would save you a grenade.
No, that was more fun.
Okay. I was wondering if you're supposed to shoot out where the bot shoot the hatch. Oh, maybe not.
No, the hook was on the inside. No, we take those.
I don't know how the fuck that happened, but okay, sure.
I think I'm pretty sure what it is that if you start climbing a ladder and you let go, the game will try and teleport you to the top of the ladder. Because it's tough to go up ladders, but... Oh, hello.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of Alyx just being so terrified that she yeets herself up the ladder.
Yeah. Oh no, it's one of those.
Excuse me, sir.
Anyway,
your shins have been invalidated.
Anyways, if you want to talk about your issues with the relationship stuff and the sequel movies, go ahead, Joe.
God damn it, this will work.
Or we
I was
can
really
just
hoping that it would actually work.
Or we can just call PETA on Paul, because that was cruelty to small head crabs.
He's cruelty to Paul if he can't beat this thing.
What's the deal with the crowbar?
Oh, you mean Gordon Freeman's crowbar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Alyx.
Do you mind?
The Black Mesa was nothing but that crowbar.
Come on.
No way.
It's true.
Oh my
Well,
god, you
true
suck.
that that's
Come
what
on.
they say. You know, nobody
There we
knows
go.
for sure.
Well, when I get him out,
Way to
that is
Indiana
good.
Jones it.
Yes, not mine. I'm out of the gun lending business. Okay.
No. I saw that.
Okay, a power core. And, yep.
Oh ho.
Okay, so the beef I have with the way Disney portrays the relationship in Star Wars is just they shouldn't have. The way they allow it to that's the wrong thing. Yeah. The way they say or present that Kylo Ren abusing Rey, and then Rey, regardless of that, going back to him and falling in love, whatever.
The whole I can fix him thing.
Yeah, it's just like, why? Why are you saying that is a good thing?
And that's just part of the toxic. I hate that I use that word. It's part of the issue that the film industry in general has with film and entertainment industry has with depicting relationships. Is that you can't depict a realistic relationship because no one would think it was real. It has to be bigger in some way, and the easiest way to make it bigger is to make it dramatic or traumatic.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't like it. There's some. I will say this. They are not bad movies. They are disappointing movies in some fashion.
Yes, that is my biggest issue with it. Is that exactly like what you said? It is not bad. It's a well done movie for what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
What they wanted to do was not good.
Yeah.
Or not good when compared to what had come before.
Yeah. What they presented was, in all honesty, a real bad attempt at trying to. I don't know why they got in their heads that they needed to rehash the first film.
So,
well, yeah, that is right. That is right.
I mean, the reason why is because they were going after what Lucas said, where it's that it rhymes. It's like poetry, which is the best and worst thing that he has ever said. Oh, no, you don't. Because it gave people license to just do the same thing over and over again.
Which...
Do you mind? I'm busy.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
That guy's still there.
Yeah, he sure is.
You just haven't... Thank you.
I was very busy for a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
I was more worried about you taking, what, 6, 7, 10 shots at that barrel and then not hitting it.
Like I said, I was very busy.
Sprayed and prayed. But what they could have done, they could have... I'm gonna sound a little hypocritical in the sense that they could have taken stuff from Legends and used that, but they didn't have to. It's just the stories that Legends tells were just so much better.
Well, I think because Legends, they had the story Bible to work with.
Yeah.
Well, okay, it's a combination of things. They had the story Bible to work with, so everyone was on the same page. They didn't have the thing that the movies had where they went back and forth between directors in between each movie. The other part
probably didn't help things at all.
The other part is that they had people who really got the tone and the kind of story that Star Wars was supposed to be working on it. At least for the ones that people think of, like all the stuff that Timothy Zahn did. It's in it's good not just because the story is good. Like I went back and I listened to the. I'm trying to tell a story.
Step back behind cover, then.
I went back and I listened to the audiobook of Heir to the Empire, and it's like in terms of the actual events that happen in the story, it's nothing special. Did I just drop it at my feet?
Yeah. Wow.
But in terms of how the story is told, it is in line with the movies. It is in line with the tone of the universe and with the type of story that is being told in those movies, which is really, it's a Western. It is a space Western. That's the way that it was described when it came out in the 90s, and that's how the movies have been and should be. I think the issue that the new series has... Okay, that's fair.
Alyx?
The problem that the sequel trilogy has is that it is not so much a Western as it is whatever Marvel movies are. Big action, comedy, adventure.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, you could even say it tried to be what The Lord of the Rings was, which was an epic adventure. But the tone does not fit the story, and therefore everything that comes out of the story doesn't fit with the rest of the universe. So essentially they tried to make something that would make money first by taking the average of everything else that exists. And once they did that, they kind of screwed themselves. There was still a bullet in that.
Just throw it really hard at something.
Yeet!
Yeah. Sure, it'll work.
150% more bullet per bullet. Right, this time we don't fuck up. Thank you.
Maybe this time we don't try and have Paul talk at the same time.
No Paul ramp while you're trying to shoot.
You guys do your jobs as
okay.
co-hosts, goddammit.
I'm trying.
Then you went off. I'm sure there was another topic we were trying to discuss earlier. Oh yeah, because Paul.
I'm a little busy.
He watched you spaz trying to grab a grenade.
Well, because I was trying to reset my hand.
I know.
How many grenades do you have?
Enough.
Are you dead yet?
No, so I guess he still has more.
I was gonna say then it's not enough.
Okay, so going back to what Paul said about Snoke doing whatever the fuck he was doing right under Leia's nose. That's not an original idea either. I don't know what either of you know about the Yuuzhan Vong series.
I read the first. I read the first 2 or 3 books. I got up to whatever one it was where they kill off Chewie, and then I was like, nah, I'm done.
Yep. Yeah, that was one of the more traumatic things that I've ever had to deal with in Star Wars. Saddening. But yeah, someone working under Leia's nose isn't the newest thing, because in the Yuuzhan Vong series there is a Vong individual named Nama Nor who, using whatever kind of freaky biological mechanic stuff that they have.
Science magic.
Yes.
Bioengineering.
Bioengineering, yes. Because, for those of you who don't know, the Vong are basically intelligent. Watered down version? They're intelligent, cult-like, Star Wars friendly version of the Tyranids in Warhammer 40k. In the sense that they are a biologic, all their technology, with big glowing air quotes, is biomass.
Yeah, everything that we use technology, that the rest of the Star Wars universe use technology for, they use biologicals. They genetically engineer things to do what they want.
Yes. They're like
kind of
the
like
Tyranids in that sense. They're also like the Tyranids in the sense that they came from outside the galaxy.
I was gonna call them Klingons, but with biotech rather than robotech.
They are not nearly as... Their culture is not as ingrained with warfare as the Klingons are.
Yeah, I suppose it actually might be a little more fair to call them Romulan.
I think it's
Mostly from their germination of they really hate technology.
Yeah, they do. They abhor it.
Which, considering that it was basically the things that inspired the World Eaters that fucked their galaxy over, that's a little fair.
Go and watch the Eckhart's Ladder video on it if you want more. We spent too much time explaining what they are already.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted.
That's the fucking... What Nama Nor did was he infiltrated the Star Wars galaxy and reached a position of high standing basically under the nose of the Senate, which is technically Leia, because for a while she was the director
She was the
of
Senate.
the Senate. Sort of. She wasn't the chancellor,
Because they didn't
but
have a
she
chancellor
was...
or something like that.
Yeah.
I forget
It was-
a lot of what happened once the New Republic took over.
Yeah. There are a lot of things about the New Republic that I like, the legends that I like more than Disney, but there are really obvious reasons. For one, the storytelling was better.
We went over all that. Go and watch probably whatever episode came for this one.
Yeah.
And if you are watching these, hello! You're the first ones.
Yeah, welcome. Paul.
See?
So exuberant that he just flew it away. What the hell?
I was trying to just be like, whoop-ah!
It worked.
But I just kind of
rolled
batted
off
it and
your
it
leg,
went
though.
over. It went other places. It said no.
Yeah. Where was it going? Oh yeah, Nama Nor.
Manominor.
Was shitballs. God damn it, Paul. Yeah, he was acting or infiltrated under the Senate Snow, so not an original idea for Snoke. Still don't know what he is, and I really don't care.
If you want a really good... Oh my god, what is this?
Oh, fuck. It's a puzzle!
If you want a really good...
Hey, Paul.
Yeah?
At least it's not balls.
True.
No, Joe's on the right. I'm on the left.
If you want a... Okay, so... If you want a really good take on one of the ways that Star Wars could have gone, then go and watch the Unique Namosaurus video on how they would rewrite the entire series. Because they actually do a full like rewrite from, well, not a full, they do a full plot rewrite, including like what characters should be where and why they're there, how their stories should develop, and essentially a full rewrite of Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, if I remember correct, like the big thing he tried to do was in the rewrite was not like completely change it, but working with like what they, what he. No, am I thinking of someone else's rewrite? I don't know. It was good.
Yeah,
go watch
because they had the whole thing of like
after our
you can't
stuff.
change the you can't change that Rey was no one. You can't change that Kylo Ren turns evil. Like the main plot beats have to happen.
Yeah, like he was trying not, like he couldn't just. Darth Vader's a thing in the movie now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he couldn't just like.
You can't just say my OC kills everyone.
Yeah. I think you have to start from the bottom and then branch it up somehow.
There we go.
Or do that.
Time it.
Sure.
It's like that old joke. What's the difference between a good joke and a bad joke timing?
Oh, cut screen.
I thought the sound of the door going up was some robot coming down the hallway to fry you.
Yeah, just for that joke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that joke. I remember it. Okay.
Oh no.